All right, let's talk about a huge shift that's happening in the digital world as we speak. It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. And trust me, it's about to change everything we know about getting content seen online. So let's break down what it is, and more importantly, what it means for you.
So check out this quote. A business owner actually said this back in 2004, right when websites were becoming a big deal. He just couldn't imagine a world where his brick-and-mortar store wasn't enough. Sound familiar? Well, it should, because it's the perfect setup for what's happening right now. And here we go again. History is literally repeating itself. Back in 2004, websites and search engines made the yellow pages pretty much obsolete. Fast forward to today, and AI engines are doing the exact same thing to traditional search. It's the same kind of disruption, just with brand new technology.
Which brings us to a really important idea, the new invisibility. Because in this new AI-first world, there's a brand new danger for anyone creating stuff online, the very real risk of just disappearing.
Here's the brutal truth. We're not really scrolling through pages of blue links anymore, are we? We're getting instant answers from tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, or those AI overviews on Google. And if your content isn't the raw material for those answers, you're not just on page 2. You're completely invisible. You're being skipped entirely.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a bit scary. But what's the solution? How do we avoid becoming invisible? Well, it means we have to completely change our strategy. We've got to stop playing the old game of chasing clicks and start playing a new one, earning citations. And that's exactly what GEO is. It's the brand new playbook. You're not just trying to get a search engine to notice your website anymore. No, you're trying to make your content so incredibly clear, so helpful, so trustworthy, that an AI chooses your work to be the definitive answer. This really lays out the difference, doesn't it? Traditional SEO was all about the technical stuff, backlinks, keywords, clicks. It was a game of signals. But GEO is a game of trust. And you build that trust with citations, real authority, and just being crystal clear. Let that sink in for a minute, because the entire goal has changed. With all SEO, you just wanted to get someone to your page. With GEO, the goal is for your content to become the answer itself, right there inside the AI's response. You're not trying to rank #1, you're trying to become the trusted source. And you know what? This is actually fantastic news for smaller businesses. Just like this WebPerix quote says, GEO levels the playing field. The AI doesn't care how big your ad budget is. It only cares about one thing: who has the most helpful, clear, and accurate answer. Suddenly, quality can beat quantity. Okay, so the theory makes sense, but how do you actually do it? What does this look like day to day? Let's get practical and open up the GEO playbook.
It really boils down to these 5 core strategies. And you can see the theme here, right? It's all about making your content as easy as possible for an AI to understand and trust. You're basically pre-packaging your information into these perfect, bite-sized answers. You're making it absolutely effortless for an AI to grab your work and say, here's the answer.
And all of this leads to the single most important word in GEO: trust. You have to remember, these AI models are terrified of spreading bad information. So they're not just scanning your page for keywords anymore. They're actively judging how credible you are.
The framework they use for this is called EEAT. Think of it as their credibility checklist. They're looking for real-world experience through case studies, proven expertise from your background, recognized authority from other sources, and just basic trust signals like clean language and no marketing hype. This quote from Single Grain nails it. The people who win at GEO are the ones who create these perfectly structured answer blocks. Little nuggets of content that are so well formatted and trustworthy that an AI can just grab them and feature them confidently. That's how you get those direct citations. So if we're playing a completely new game, then we need a new scoreboard. All those old metrics we used to obsess over, clicks, page views, bounce rate, they're becoming less and less important. We have to start measuring what actually matters now. And that's the big question, isn't it? If people aren't even coming to your website, how in the world do you know if you're winning? Well, this is what the new scoreboard looks like. Instead of counting visitors, you're tracking your influence. It's not just if you're cited, but how often are you cited? And how high up? Are you the first source mentioned? Does the AI actually credit your brand by name? Are you the definitive answer for the most important questions in your industry? That's how you measure trust. So, where do you focus your energy? Well, the content that works best is the stuff that's already structured like an answer.
It makes sense, right? FAQ pages, step-by-step guides, opinion pieces backed by research, and short, sharp explainer videos. They're all designed to give clear, direct info. They're practically made for this. So we've gone through the problem, the playbook, and the new scoreboard. If you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this core idea. You have to focus on becoming the answer.
And please, don't think of this as some passing trend. GEO is the new baseline. It's the new normal. Just like having a mobile-friendly site became absolutely non-negotiable a decade ago, optimizing for AI is the new standard for being visible online. Period.
This one line just sums up everything. The internet is changing from a giant library where you have to find the right book to a personal concierge who just gives you the answer. Your goal is no longer to get your book on the shelf. It's to be the expert the concierge trusts and calls first. And that's the question I want to leave you with. In this new world of AI-driven answers, when someone asks that crucial question in your field, is your content going to be the source or is it going to be skipped over? Really? The choice is yours.